everybody, welcome back to What's in the Box. I've got a box here full of toys from my childhood, from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and even to probably within the last 10 years. And I decided I'm going to open up and share what's inside. Let's reach in here and grab one character from one of my favorite toy lines when I was a kid. And that was the Superpowers toy line. This is the Martian Manhunter, J'onn J'onzz. I really enjoyed the Superpower toy line. They were of the DC line superheroes, which is my personal favorite line of all superheroes. I'm a DC person, not a Marvel person. And what was cool about these lines is they had some special feature, some special power. J'onn J'onzz was, you squeeze his legs together, he moved his arms. And this one's in really good shape. I'm actually quite surprised. I have a whole bunch of these. I have Green Lantern, Joker, Robin, Superman. I've got a whole bunch of different ones. Some survived very well, and some, like my Kalibak, died a horrible death. It was a wonderful line that I really dug even when I was in my teens. And I've mentioned last episode, this is a shout out to all the guys out there and girls who were hiding their toy fandom in their teens, and I'm one of those people. So here's a quick little story. I remember I was about 13 or 14 or so, and I was in the bay downtown Vancouver, the exact same bay where they filmed Elf, where he's wandering around with a negligee and trying to figure out, he's working at the toy store. I swear to God, the exact same floor it was filmed in. Superpowers toy line was all over the wall. There was Hawkman, Green Lantern, all over the thing. And I was downtown and I bought a few for myself there. I was with my mom. We had taken the bus downtown, SkyTrain. And when I was there, I get onto the bus and I meet up with a friend from school, this girl, Brenda. And I did not want Brenda to see, I did not want another teenager in high school to see that I had purchased action figures for myself. So I remember sweating bullets, making sure she didn't see what was in that bag. I don't know if she saw or not. I don't think she even cared or not. But I remember just hiding my fandom, my toy fandom. And it's, I kind of wish I hadn't done that now. But I mean, I want to be cool in school, right? As cool as I could be. But the toy line was a lot of fun. In fact, one of my favorite toys of this action figure line is one that I don't own, and that is Mr. Miracle. I am a huge Mr. Miracle fan, and my unicorn is to find a Mr. Miracle on card. I have yet to actually see it in person. I did see a Mr. Miracle action figure in person one time at Toy Traders in Langley. And I almost bought it, but I thought, you know what? I want it on a blister pack. I want it on a card because it's the one that I've always wanted. And I'm still out there looking. But this is my favorite because I think this is actually my brother's, to be honest with you. I think I pinched it for my brother. J'onn J'onzz was an unsung hero. I think he is one of the most important members of the Justice League that does not get a lot of love. And fast forward to the 80s, the Justice League comic book came out, and I was a huge Justice League fan. So John eating his Oreos became another favorite of mine of that group. So there you go, J'onn J'onzz, still in good shape. Way to go. Good, lots of points of articulation in the knees, in the head. Cape comes off. I'm going to keep it on though because I don't trust the plastic. Well, there you go. It's off now. Let's hope it doesn't. Over time, the plastic becomes brittle. I don't want it to break. Hang on, get in there. Come on. I'm gonna put over his bald head. Just kind of, there you go. Nice, firm but kind. This is very good detail to the boots, to the cape. This is a great action figure. So there you go. J'onn J'onzz, the Martian Manhunter, Superpowers line. You can sit over here. Let's pull another one out. We did Transformers last episode. Let's do another Transformers. My other favorite Transformer, and that is this guy right here. This is Brawn. Why is this guy my favorite Transformer? Because I remember very specifically all the Transformers on their box or their card pack, like this one here, had their stats, and his stat in strength was a 10, and I was like, this little guy is like one of the strongest Transformers around. I couldn't figure out why, and so after watching the show, you know, he's wearing a hard hat and everything, he became quickly one of my favorites. Take a look at that there. Love the color, love the design. It's very simple. I wish they had done more with it back then, but he does transform into a Jeep, which I always like Jeeps. So if you just put his arms back there, there we go. It is not in great shape. I think his toe broke off, or one of the parts of his toe broke off. But there you go. There's the Jeep. Very cool. Little Autobot sign there. There he is, looking at the ground while you drive. When it comes to characters in TVs and movies, I am the type of guy who roots for the second or third tier character, the supporting cast. Soundwave wasn't the boss. He was helping out. Brawn was nowhere near in charge of anything, but he was there. He was there to support. He's got your back. And then I watched the movie and he blew his head away with the can. That was quite a traumatic moment, watching your favorite characters get their face blown off. They're not supposed to die in cartoon. Now, fast forward like about 30, 40 years later, and they came out with another Brawn Transformer. This is a great design. This is I think this is what I really wanted when I was a kid. Now, obviously, they're very limited with their designs back then, but they just wanted to get Transformers out. But this is a great reproduction. It is a little trickier to transform, but man, they got this style bang on. Take a look at that. He's got his hard hat, the right color. The arms are there. It transforms into the Jeep. If I can figure it out. And if you out there has a son or daughter who's collected Transformers at any time in their life, you know the struggle of getting the Transformers together. You have to have a PhD degree to get these things figured out now, and I'm struggling right now just to try to figure this out. I think you turn it around. This comes off, and turn it to the left, and then download the app, and oh god, what is going on here? I think this is it. I think I got it. I think this is it. I think this is it. There we go. Maybe? It's not bad. Very similar. They got the color bang on. So this is the more modern version of Brawn. But again, a favorite character of mine. I've had lots of different Transformers. This is the one that I kept. Him in Soundwave. So really happy about that one. Let's see what else you got here. Okay. 10 points so you can figure out not only what movie this one's from, but his actual name. I think I just heard someone say, oh god, that's... The movie in line is called Warriors of Virtue. These are like Kung Fu Ninja kangaroos. Now, this character, do you know his name? This is Yi. Y-E-E. Now, it's maybe a coincidence that it sounds like Ree-Yees, my three-eyed favorite Gran from Star Wars. I think that's more of a coincidence than anything else. But the character was really cool. I think I liked it because of the name. I think I loved it because of the weapon as a hula hoop for a weapon. Now, over time, it has become a little bit bent because he's been kind of sporting it on his shoulder. That was the goal. Put it in his hand, holds on his shoulder, and he's got it ready to go. It is a cool design. You have to admit, that's pretty neat. It does look a bit Tank Girl-ish, but I never saw the movie. I really should watch the movie. This character as a weapon with this killer hula hoop, and there's other ones with a bow staff. It follows the same sort of rules, I think, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was kind of neat. What's interesting about this, though, is the fact that the movie did not do well. The toy line did not do so well. I mean, this is like in 1998 or so that the movie came out. I still, to this day, 2022, still see this toy line on shelves. It is the king of peg warmers. I saw it in a London Drugs about 3 months ago, sitting there. Warriors of Virtue did not make a comeback. It has been sitting in a box, along with probably all those other action figures there from the 90s, just waiting for somebody to buy it. Maybe that's why I like it that much. So there you go. That is Yi from the Warriors of Virtue. Man, That is a deep pull. That's a deep pull from this box. I dig it though. I really dig it. So you stand here. For height comparison, there you go. It is a bit bigger. It's about the size, just a bit smaller than a Masters of the Universe action figure. All right, one more. Let's open you up to... Here's a cool one. I don't know what year this is. I believe it's 1987, 1988. But we have The Punisher. This is about a time I'd stopped collecting toys, but for some reason I saw this. I snuck into Arnold's toy shop out in Scottsdale Mall in Delta. My friend Don was working there. I didn't buy when he was there. I didn't want him seeing me buy these toys. This was a unique one because for some reason, seeing a figure like the Punisher was very strange for me because he's a guy that would carry guns. I mean, he has this big, I think AK-40, I don't know guns, AK-47, I think he had an Uzi with him. And what's also unique about this character is the fact that on the back, if you can see that, there's this little metal lever there. You would put caps in there, like these, those paper ribbons of like little gunpowder or whatever. You sneak it in there and you flick it and it would have a bang. So you put your little caps in there, and it would pop, 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 and smell like gunpowder or whatever that smell is. I really dug this. I was collecting comic books at the time. This is when I just started getting into comic books around 1988 or so. And Punisher #1 was out, the new series of Punisher #1. So I grabbed it and I was kind of digging the style. And so I decided to get the action figure. Now, over time, it sitting in the box, you'll notice that his legs kind of been bent over time. And you'll see that with a lot of the action figures. They're body slowly bends, and I'm afraid to bend it back. It is a cool design. Look at that. He's even got the skull on his chest. But that cap popper, whatever it is, that is a cool little feature for kids. For all those kids who had those ribbons of little gun pops. I don't even know what to call them. So there you go. Punisher action figure. 3 3/4, I'd say. About the same size as the Superpowers. And again, in comparison... I still want to stress how big this thing is. It's a baby. I'm afraid to break something. I'm putting this down. All right, so there you go. The Punisher, John Jones, Yi from the Warriors of Virtue, and Brawn from the Transformers. There's 4 from the box. I hope you enjoyed this little flashback of memory. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I've got lots more coming up in this box here. There's some doozies that you've probably never seen in over 30, 40 years, so stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later. Bye.